Hello, this is Mr. Reed, Assistant Principal at Laverne Middle School. Today I want to talk to you about some of the LMS data points and our next steps with helping our school continue to improve. So when we look at our TVAS data, we see consistent growth with our school, but one of the things I'm concerned about is our percentile of achievement. So looking at our first school-wide iReady test for this year, then our second iReady test, I'd like to see more green and a little bit less red. And then looking at our current Easy CBM tests. When we look at our iReadies, our current Easy CBMs, what we see is we have a large percentage of students still scoring in lower percentiles. So the initiatives that I am proposing are right in line with our current school improvement plan, but just taking each action step a step further. So step one, looking at our action step for acceleration and enrichment resources and materials. I'd like to take that a step further and provide not just materials, but further pre-AP training for all of our teachers in learning how to engage students in deeper thinking, higher rigor, and how to use those materials to the best of our abilities. I also think we have some previously maybe untapped resources with our math itinerant teacher, Mr. Napper, and our spectrum teacher, Miss Russell, using them more in our PLCs and as leadership in instruction in our school to help our current teachers engage students in more rigorous activities and deeper thinking. Step two, building off our action step, building leadership capacity and growth through professional development, in helping teachers consistently teach to a deeper knowledge base factors. So we've done a good job with professional development for our teachers when it comes to poverty training, adverse childhood experiences, and attachment styles, and how all three of those things can really affect student learning later in life. What we need to add to those is resilience training for teachers so they understand how to not just build resilience in students, but also how to build off of the resilience that's already there. Many of our students, yes, have gone through these adverse childhood experiences, but they're still here. So their ability level is no lower or worse than any other students. They have the same ability. So what we have to look at is the response to that as educators. Building off of this quote by Dr. Lorraine Monroe, where she says, I'm really tired of people using those descriptors as excuses as to why they don't challenge the children, why they don't ask for better behavior, and why they're not more demanding. Step three, building off of our action step to establish ongoing partnerships with local universities and colleges. We developed this action step as a way of bringing in educators to Laverne Middle School. But what we didn't do was tap into the number of universities and community colleges that we have within a 30-minute vicinity of our school and the resources that they offer our students. Looking to provide more exposure to our students like the ones we've had here. Very few times for very few of our students have we been able to get them onto campuses so they can start to dream. And utilizing one more quote from Dr. Monroe when she says, you've got to give kids that kind of sense that the world is theirs. They just have to be prepared to be smoothly in it. Because what's the alternative? And we know that giving kids these opportunities is what helps change them. And we can too expect our students at Laverne Middle School to be leaders of the world. And that is our hope that providing these things will have our students not just soaring with a purpose, but soaring higher.